Next in our lecture is chronic inflammation, the protracted war. It covers the competencies PA 4.1, PA 4.4. Why does it occur? The acute phase has failed. This happens because the agent is indigestible, example silica or suture. The host's immune response is weak, example autoimmune disease, or the agent is low virulence but persistent, example Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The cellular players in acute inflammation were neutrophils, but in chronic inflammation, they are macrophages, lymphocytes, and plasma cells. Some examples of chronic inflammation are chronic cholecystitis, chronic cervicitis, chronic pyelonephritis, and granulomatous inflammation. Let's quickly learn about the macrophage. It is a general of chronic war. Why is the macrophage key? It has multiple roles. It's a scavenger, a killer, and a signal generator. There are two pathways in which macrophage activation takes place. The M1 or classical pathway or pro-inflammatory pathway, which gives birth to M1 macrophages. It is induced by interferon gamma from T cells, and its role is pro-inflammatory. It is a killer and a phagocyte. In alternative activation pathway, M2 macrophages are activated. It is induced by interleukin 4 and interleukin 13. Its role is pro-repair or anti-inflammatory. It helps in tissue remodeling and fibrosis. Why does it last so long in chronic inflammation? The answer is the T cell macrophage loop or the perpetuation. Macrophages present antigens to T cells. The T cells get activated and release interferon gamma. This interferon gamma activates more macrophages and the whole cycle continues indefinitely. Let's understand chronic inflammation with the help of the example granulomatous inflammation. Why a granuloma? It is the body's last-ditch effort to contain a threat it cannot eliminate. It physically walls off the persistent material. Let's see the components of granuloma and why they form. There are basically three components of granuloma: the epithelioid cells, the giant cells, and the lymphocyte collar. The epithelioid cells are the macrophages that have become large and flat. They are the main structural component forming the tight barrier. The giant cells of Langerhans type are the fused epithelioid macrophages. The fusion allows them to attempt phagocytosis of very large particles. The lymphocyte collar, T cells surrounding the structure. It happens to maintain macrophage activation by secreting interferon gamma. Let's see the types of granulomas: caseating granuloma and non-caseating granulomas. Caseating granulomas are characterized by caseous necrosis, which is cheese-like an amorphous material, and it is a gross finding in the center. Clinical examples are tuberculosis. Non-caseating granuloma have no central necrosis, and the clinical examples are sarcoidosis, Crohn's disease. Let's integrate this with medicine. In a patient with lung lesions, finding a caseating granuloma on biopsy is almost diagnostic of TB. The pathologist plays a critical role here.